Hello there, this is Lesh Rajan from TechRaman and I have here the Honor 5X. In this video, we are going to talk about the features, tips and tricks you can do with the Honor 5X. To start with, the Honor 5X runs on Android 5.1.1 with the Huawei's own EMUI, Emotions UI 3.1 laid on top of it. To begin with, let's talk about the fingerprint scanner. Not just unlocking, you can do a lot more with the fingerprint scanner in the Honor 5X. So you can go to the fingerprint management and there you have an option for app lock, or you can quick launch certain apps directly from the lock screen. From the lock screen you can assign certain apps to be launched directly from the lock screen, which is very convenient. If you're accessing certain apps often, you can assign them to a finger. It launches the app directly, in this case the Twitter. So an app lock also is very convenient way to secure your phone. So without your permission, nobody can access certain apps because they are protected by the fingerprint. Also in the fingerprint management settings, there are also other touch controls which can be used with fingers, even which is not assigned with a phone. So say like holding a clicking the fingerprint scanner goes back to the back menu, swiping up goes to the multitask tray, swiping down takes you to the notification panel. You can touch and hold the back scanner for going to home, say goes to the home, and you can take a photo with the fingerprint scanner. You can answer call by just holding the fingerprint scanner while there is an incoming call. You can stop alarm by just holding the touch and holding the scanner area to stop alarm. Slide the scanner up to visit the recent app, slide down to access the notification panel. Long pressing the home screen takes you to the settings where you can add wallpapers, widgets and transitions. And also there are more settings. Go to the more settings, you can change the home layout. So you can have an app layout 4x4 or 4x5. And there is also option for home screen loop. So here usually like when you move the home screen, at the end it doesn't loop. We need to revert back to the other screens. What you can do is go to the home screen, go to the more settings, and there is an option called home screen loop. Enable that and the home screens go on a loop. App called phone manager, go into that and it's a one control for a lot of settings. So you can accelerate the phone. There's also an option called storage cleaner where you can clear all the junks that has been accumulated in the phone while you keep using it, so it speeds up the phone. And then there is a option called harassment filter. There is a power saving toggle from here. There is a traffic manager. When you click on that, you know what all apps has been networked as has been used, and you can change the apps to use either the mobile data or Wi-Fi data or both. So if you want to disable certain apps from accessing the mobile data, you can choose from here. Or there is a notification center where you can choose which notification should be prioritized, which should be displayed on your notification panel. There is also a do not disturb mode quick setting. You don't have to go to all this particular option to the settings, but it can be accessed, everything and all this can be accessed right from the phone manager, as well as the app lock as we saw in the fingerprint manager. We can go into the settings and lock all the apps that you want to secure with the fingerprint. Then in the settings you also have an option called home screen style, and click on that. You have two layouts, standard as well as the simple. Click on the simple and apply it, and it turns the home screen to something like this with the larger, brighter icons. So this comes very handy for people who are if you are planning to give this phone to your parents, elderly parents. If you are visually impaired, this comes very handy for them for easy visual access. But still, if you want to customize the display color temperature, there's an option called display. Get into that and there is an option for color temperature. It's not a very extensive mode, but you can shift between the warm to cold. When there are also certain other features which you can access in the display settings. So you can change the font size from small to extra huge, and then there is an indicator light toggle. So if it doesn't want your indicator light, you can toggle it off here. If you don't want to display the carrier name here, you can turn it off here so that carrier names won't be visible there. And if you want the network speed to be indicated, you can click it over here, so it will show you the network speed. Certain apps runs on the background even if you turned off the screen. So if you want to conserve the battery, you can go and turn off the apps that you don't want to run on background in the when your screen is off, so it doesn't eat on your battery. There are certain motion controls, so you can flip to mute, shake to rearrange, double touch to turn off the screen, draw a letter to open application. So these are the certain gesture options which is available. There is an option to customize the navigation bar. So click on the navigation bar option and you can change the layout of the navigation bar the way you want. If you want the home button to the left side or the right side, you can choose the layout here, and also you can access directly the notification panel from the navigation bar. Click on that, it opens the notification shade. If you want to search any app or contact, you can just swipe down and it opens the search bar where you can search apps, contacts and message, and it shows the recently used apps here. There is also a one-hand UI feature, and there are one-hand layout, so enabling it on, and you can swipe the navigation bar to make this layout smaller. If you want to position it to the right side, you can move it to the swipe to the right and the layout becomes small, and this is easy for the one-hand operation. Again, in the one-hand operation you also find an option to shift the keyboard, so you can touch the arrow on the side to move the Huawei keyboard or dialer or in-call menu and screen lock menu to the left or the right. And if you go to the smart assistance mode, you can find an option called floating dock, and enabling that will get you a dock over here which can move around the screen, and if you tap on that, it gives you a shortcut access to back, home, recent task, screen lock and one-touch optimization. And there is also a smart cover feature as well as a gloves mode, and also a touch disabled mode. Dial prevention mode prevents mistaken operation being carried out on your phone when it is in your pocket or bag. Then it also has a very good power saving option which can be accessed either from the settings, or you can access this from the phone manager app. So there is a power saving feature where it lists the battery level, as well as there is a ultra mode, and enabling the ultra mode turns the home screen to something like this in black and white. It strips down the Wi-Fi as well as the cellular data, and it offers the dialer, messaging and contacts. It turns it into a feature phone, and it helps you extend the battery to the max. So when you are in the last leg of your battery in the phone, you can enable this mode. You can also set it to auto enable it when the battery level hits to a minimum, say like 10%. You can shift to the ultra power saving mode for the best use of the battery. So that's about the Honor 5X features, tips and tricks that you can avail from this phone as part of the EMUI and the Android 5.1.1 running on this phone. And hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a thumbs up if you like this and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more videos. This is Rajan signing off for Tech Ramen. Have a great day. Cheers.